Yeah. Well, then we follow the mouse and see his little world under the third class quarters, I guess. There's Mexican nice singing Speedy Gonzales ripoffs, even more culturally inappropriate. And then there's cats, right? But there's also a dog. Who rats. The rapping dog is a highlight of this movie. And he keeps doing this, coming right up to the camera, face first.
You know there's something you should know, so I'm gonna tell you so. Don't sweat it, forget it, enjoy the show. Working all day, now it's time to unwind. Kick back, relax, take a load off your mind. Party time, party time. Everybody's feeling fine, cause it's party time.
It's tardy time, it's tardy time. It's psychotic. He goes home after a night at the pub, and he lives in a bus. He lives in like an old bus he's converted into a sort of home for himself down by the beach. And one night he goes home, and a couple of crabs are at his door.
We'd like to talk to you about an exciting...
He hears a noise, he goes outside, he's like, what's that? And he sees a few crabs on the beach near his bus, and he's like, oh, no, get away! Yeah. He's more scared than you think he would be. But he is scared, and then he goes back inside the bus, and then the crabs basically follow him in. They invite themselves in, and they're just wandering around, not bothering him. They're not bothering him, but he goes crazy with a broom, starts trying to swat them and swipe them away, and ends up knocking over a torch and setting his home on fire. He gets trapped and burns to death. Yeah, the crabs all just leave. So he basically killed himself. He take her to hospital, yeah, and the doctor is like, oh, she was saying something about crabs before she passed out. This guy is terrible, this doctor.
Did she say anything?
Yeah, she kept saying something about a crab, but it didn't make any sense.
We're doing some research on crabs.
Oh, yeah, that'd explain it.
At some point, Jan cycles home as well, and the crabs knock her off her bike. She calls Pete for help, and he just laughs at her.
Hi, what's up? You've been what?
Yeah, and Pete tries several times in this movie to kill dogs in his truck. This is not part of the script, not part of the story or the movie. It's just the dogs are allowed to run in front of this truck. And he's like, here, I've got a surf dog for you as well. So this big long surfing sequence. It's really weird, this is how Snake makes his escape from Cuervo Jones and his army. Surfing through the storm drains of LA. It just looks wrong. It just looks so weird. It's terrible. Anyway, at some point, Eddie is driving along parallel to the storm drains, and he's like, oh, does a double take, and he sees Snake surfing, and then Snake jumps from the surfboard about 20 feet up and lands on the back of Eddie's car. Go and get quota. But first he has to work off some aggression, so he goes and trains his new recruits and beats them all up. Yeah, there's a couple of training sessions where he's just throwing people around, kicking people in the face. Join the army. Get kicked in the face by Chuck Norris.
My turn to teach. Lesson number 1. Lesson number 2. School's out.
And as she's unpacking, someone enters the house. Yeah, someone with dirty shoes. Someone dragging one of their feet. Clearly a zombie. But no, it's not. It's her little brother Jeff. Yeah, who never drags his foot later in the movie. I don't know why. I thought maybe he's going to have a limp in this movie, or he had a disability of some kind. But no, it's just to fake us out. It's a bit strange. If the character had a sore leg or an impairment of some kind later in the movie, then I would understand why he's dragging his feet right now.
but there's no reason for it other than to try and trick us, the audience. The character's not trying to do it. He's not trying to trick his sister. He's not trying to trick us. He doesn't know he's in the movie. But he's not. He's in, like, this is not a movie. Well. Anyway, this is Jeff. And Jeff is 16 and he's got a lawn t-shirt. And the old nan says, they call me the garbage nan. I take out human garbage. Look at her, she's not human. And it shows her dead body. And she's a decomposed corpse. She's a zombie in disguise. None of this makes sense. Why is the garbage nan there in the TV killing this goonin? He says she's not human. I'm taking out human garbage. So why did he take her out? I don't know. Why did she become a decomposed zombie, a ton deaf? Well, that was just a disguise, I guess. Yeah, none of this, it doesn't make sense, Nan. And guess what, this garbage Nan? You'll never see him again. Oh yeah, that's true, this is his only scene. So she decides to sing another song. Another slow, depressing song. Honestly, these songs could have been nice and happy and joyful and could have saved the movie. But they're so dull. He's large, he's large, he's large, he's large.
And he's large. He's large. Large.
He's large and he's 9. Total rubbish. Did you like the songs? Not really, no. You like a musical? Well, I do have a soft spot for a good musical. But this is not a good musical. We meet a guy called Eddie, and he is very similar to Taylor from Jean-Claude Van Damme's movie Kickboxer. For no reason at all, this Eddie guy, he just starts a fight with a bunch of just young guys in there having a drink and a nice time.
I see 4 honkies. Walking out on you, baby. No, 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 no. Now, we wouldn't want to waste that, would we? Come to the thing of it, why not? Go on. Hey. Hey, I owe you a drink, boy. It's okay. Cool down, cool down. Come on, come on.
He just starts attacking them. Which is really weird considering what we find out about him later. Oh yeah. Eventually, Brian joins in the fight, helps Eddie beat up these innocent people who were just in for a drink, and then they both run off giggling. They take a walk through a forest for some reason, and Brian is jumped by a bunch of other ninjas. Yeah, they're all in their black ninja suits, so he just goes and gets changed into his white ninja suit. I don't know where he had it, I don't know where he gets changed, but he just does it like in an instant. Yes, he does. Eddie joins in and helps Brian, and that's it, they're best friends now. They really are. Tracksuit with silver padded bits on it. He comes into a gunfight, yeah. He comes in fighting some bad guys. Some of Young's crew. He takes a gun off a guy. Everyone in this movie's got a rifle or a machine gun, by the way. Yeah, no such thing as handguns. That's true. But anyway, what were we saying? He takes a gun off a guy, bends it, and then is handed another gun to use. Why not just use the one you took off that guy? I don't know. Anyway, and also, whenever he walks, it's a Robocop sound. Yeah. That even when he's walking on the sand on the beach, which he does a lot, it's the same sound. Hey! I don't know why. She bares her breasts, and then he gives her what looks like the killing blow, and then she laughs and apparently dies. Yeah. Robot Cop, and the gorilla lead vampire thing have a very long fight, very boring. That's so slow. Because Robot Cop stomps, he's like doof, 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 doof,
Takes ages to get anywhere. Meanwhile, the leader of the vampire gorilla thing just hots. Oh, it takes so long. So long. So he can stand on his massively thick rope, climbs down the building, and then just huckles her inside. Yeah, we has to walk along the ledge. Hi, Spider-Man. Pick her up, sling her somewhere, sing her to the ground, instead of gingerly, tentatively walking along the ledge. And Gail and Peter hide in a room, lock the door. Yeah, and some guy tries to karate a locked door. Idiot. Well, Peter and Gail decide, let's just escape out the window. Yeah. So she's like, what the hell are you talking about? You Spider-Man or something, eh? Are you Spider-Man, you psycho? Well, they escape out the window like Neo. Yeah. Man climbs out the window. Yeah. And he meets one of the thugs, has a little fight, and then thugs the guy's car, and then runs off on foot. Spider-Man climbing a wall. Just jog off.
And then they can go to the park together. We'll see what we can do to sort this situation out. Yeah, and this little creature's a little turd. It like goes up behind her and it's like Ninikin grabbing her duck.
Play here, but I'm much too tired for this. Call me when you get your act together.
Puka. Nice, roundy.
Shut up! Pounds of ribs at the baby backs.
Chung! Chung, is that you? Chung, I missed you in Vegas last week, baby. What happened to you? Listen, I ran into Ching. He said you were with Chang. I had no idea what to think. Reggie! Reg! We had to talk, pal.
You're a cop.
Right.
Beat it.
And you're the sucker who made a deal with a cop.
It's not really as good as Axel Foley. So Zadar, the actor, he tells Casey, come into this back room with me, so he does, and then he says, right, I'm going to kill you. And then he sees the gnome, yeah, and he's like, oh, you brought your kid to work. I love kids. Then he's like pinching its cheeks and like letting it climb all over him, basically flirting with this, what he thinks is a child. I don't know if he's flirting, it's very weird. It's a bit full on. Anyway, he's about to kill Casey, and then the gnome saves the day. Yeah, the gnome takes a neat hook and stabs this guy in the ass. Yeah. Store, 7-Eleven or something like that. Yeah, the place is empty. There's a baseball cat lying on the counter. So she touches it. Why not? And we find out, by the way, she's psychic. Yeah. They choose this moment to show us that she is actually psychic.
God, that came out of nowhere.
She picks up the baseball cap and she gets visions that the member of staff in this shop is being held in the storeroom by some goons. So she goes through, and it's this huge storeroom. It's pretty big actually for the size of the shop. Anyway, she goes through and she finds, right enough, the member of staff is being held there by some goons. So she dates on that to jaunty Latino music. And then she ties a knot so they can fart in each other's faces. Seriously.
911 emergency.
Gotta send an ambulance.
Is Eugene's brother. Yeah, he is fried to a crisp. And then they see him later, right? And he's alive. But he's like a man made out of charcoal, wearing a little wig. It's hilarious. It's the best thing I've ever seen in a movie. It's weird looking.